So this is a grade 3-4 drama lesson. The cross-curricular link is English, examining literature. Discuss the effects of language devices used to enhance meaning, such as rhyme. And my drama curriculum link is drama practices. Use voice, body movement and language to sustain role and relationships and create dramatic action with a sense of time and place. Good morning, grade 3-4s. Welcome to our drama lesson for today. To get our bodies warmed up, we're going to play a game of Bippity Bippity Bop. Okay, grade 3-4s, I hope you are all nice and warmed up after that for our drama lesson. Let's start by reading the learning intention and success criteria. So we are learning to use interesting language to create a dramatic performance. We are successful when we can retell the famous story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, use the convention of rhyme in our dialogue, and perform our 30-second to 1-minute performance to the class. Okay, now, because we are focusing on rhyme today, I want to see if anyone thinks they can replace one of the end words from our success criteria and turn it into a rhyming word. So for example, you might say, retell the famous story of Goldilocks and the Three Squares. Who thinks they can give that one a go?
Perform a 30-second to 1-minute performance to the grass.
Lovely, that was a fantastic example. Thank you for that. Now, to start the lesson, we are going to read the book of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Now, when we're listening, make sure we're remembering all the different plot points, all the characters, and everything that happens in the book, because we're going to use this as inspiration for our drama performances. So make sure we're listening closely and remember everything that happens. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears, Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, and Baby Bear. Every morning, the 3 bears ate a bowl of delicious porridge for breakfast. One day, the 3 bears went for a walk in the forest to let their porridge cool down. Okay, 3-4s, well done for listening. You all did a really good job. Now, I'm going to give you 15 seconds to turn to a partner and talk about everything that happened in the book. Who were the characters, what happened at the beginning, middle and end. Okay, go. Okay, grade 3-4s, eyes back on me. Excellent. So, I'm going to give you your task for today. I'm going to put you into groups of about 3 to 4. And in your groups, you're going to brainstorm, you're going to write a script, and at the end of the class, you're going to perform a play to the other groups. Okay, and your play is based off Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So you're going to retell the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, because remember, whenever we write something or we do a play, we have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Alright, but there is a little bit of a twist. Because we are working on rhyme, I'm going to need to see in your scripts at least some of the lines rhyming. Doesn't have to be all of them, but it has to be a good amount. Okay? So that'll be the dialogue your characters say in your script. Does anyone have any questions? Excellent, let's get started. Here students work in groups to brainstorm ideas for characters, plots, and settings. They can do this in many forms, such as lists or mind maps. They will then move on to writing their script, taking the time to read it through and edit it, making sure they include elements of rhyme. They will then choose any costumes or props they need and start rehearsing. During this time, the teacher is to circulate the room, checking in with different groups and paying special attention to the students' scripts, guiding them in their rhyming decisions as needed. Okay, 3-4s, you've all done excellent work, but it's time to come down to the floor now and watch everyone perform. Okay, everyone, I'm super excited to see everyone's performances. I know when I was walking around, I heard some really great discussion, some really creative rhyming words that were used, everyone remembering to think about the beginning, middle, and end of our plays, so I'm really excited. But before we invite group a 1 up to perform, we're going to just recap quickly about what it means to be a good audience member. Because we know sometimes, even though we're a super supportive class, it can sometimes make us a bit nervous to perform in front of each other. So who can remind me and the rest of the class what it means to be a good audience member?
Listening actively, making eye contact, paying attention, and encouraging them after they complete their performance.
Excellent. Well, it seems like you all remember how to be really good audience members. So make sure we do that active listening when other groups come up. So we're going to get started now with group 1.
Once upon a time, there were 3 bears who lived in a house with porridge, beds and chairs. One day a girl went walking by. She smelt some porridge and said,
I must try.
She snuck into the house and tried a pot, but one was too cold and one was too hot. Finally, she found one that was just right, so she gobbled it down with one great bite. Then she saw 3 chairs, big, medium and small. She stopped and said aloud,
I must try them all.
The first 2 didn't suit her, but the third was just right. So she sat until she broke it, which gave her quite a fright.
Ooh.
The next room she went to had 3 comfy beds, and that's when the girl decided to rest her sleepy head. She woke up to the sound of 3 confused bears, wondering who ate their porridge and sat in their chairs. The girl jumped up and ran out the door. The bears laughed and said, She won't be back for more.
Okay, well done everyone for performing your plays. You should all be very proud of yourself. You all did wonderful jobs. So now, we're just going to reread our learning intention and success criteria, just so we make sure we learn everything we want to do today. And after that, we're going to do a bit of peer feedback and fill out 2 stars in a wish sheet. So how that will go is each group will fill one out for a different group. So if you're in group 1, you'll fill it out for group 2 will fill it out for group 3, and so on. Okay, so let's read our learning intention and success criteria again. We are learning to use interesting language to create a dramatic performance. I think everyone really did that today. I heard some really interesting language, really interesting rhymes. I think that's a big thumbs up. We are successful when we can retell the famous story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Thumbs up if you think you did it, thumbs down if not so much, middle if you sort of got there. A lot of thumbs up, that's really good. How about the next one? Use the convention of rhyme in our dialogue. Yeah, a lot of thumbs up. I think you guys did really well with your rhyming today. And the last one, perform our 30-second to 1-minute performance to the class. How did we go? Yeah, I agree. Everyone stay within the time limit and produce really awesome plays. So well done everyone. So now let's do our peer feedback and then we'll be done for the day. At the end of class, each group will fill out a 2 stars and a wish sheet for another group. This allows each group to both gain feedback from the teacher and their peers. It also allows students to practice their critical thinking skills as they learn to critique art, both that they've created and that others have created. The 2 stars are things the students have done well, such as effective acting skills and creative rhymes, while a wish is something the students could improve upon, such as making the storyline clearer or projecting their voices. After each group has written their feedback, they should be collected by the teacher and given to the appropriate groups for reflection.